Good morning. Welcome to the physics NEET class. Means NEET UG student whose one-dimensional motion topic, where the important part is that means upstream and downstream. Upstream and downstream. So, first we thoroughly know about this meaning of this upstream and downstream. Then only it is easy to solve whatever the type of problems related to the upstream and downstream. This is the one part in this one dimension motion, and particularly for NEET student. So before this, it is a mandatory one. The very important one is we know about the basic concept of the individual topics and the related problems, that means related formulas. If you know thoroughly about this concept and the related formula, it is easy to solve the related problems. That is very helpful for getting more mark in that physics subject, that is out of 45, that means out of the whole question, 180 questions, 45 questions that is belong to physics. The very important thing to understand and very important things to write all these 45 questions and get more mark. The basic concept is a very important one. So in that way, in this video, I am going to explain about detailed concept of this upstream and downstream. So before this upstream and downstream concept, then what about the stream? S-T-R-E-M. What is mean by stream? Then if you know this stream, then only you can able to identify this upstream and downstream. Stream, that is nothing but the moving water in a river. Moving water, that is flowing water, moving water in a river, that is actually stream. So the stream is nothing but the water moving, that means movement of water in a river, that is a stream. Okay, now identify this meaning of stream. Then what about the upstream? The meaning of this upstream. Upstream nothing but the movement of the boat. If you are considering any one boat which is on this particular water, then if the boat is move opposite to the direction of this particular stream or this water, okay, the direction of this, that means the boat is flowing in the opposite direction of this stream, or if the boat is moved opposite to the direction of stream. So already I told what is mean by stream. Stream nothing but the moving water. Suppose the water is moving in this direction. So this is a direction of water movement in a river. So this is the direction of water, or it is named as stream. Then if the boat or any one object that is moving in this direction, if the direction of boat, if the direction of boat is in the opposite to that of the direction of stream, that we called upstream. So what about upstream? Upstream is nothing but the movement of boat which is opposite to that of the direction of the stream. So we look at this here. This direction of water or stream is in this right hand side, and if the boat is in the left hand side, then this we named as, that is upstream. So this is upstream. Then formula for finding this upstream value, that is how to find this upstream. One formula is there, that is upstream is equal to u minus v. Then one question will come, what about this u and v? Here u is nothing but speed of stream, and v is that means speed of boat. This is actually the formula, upstream formula. Okay. So what is the meaning of stream? What is the meaning of this upstream? If the boat is move opposite to that of the direction of stream, that is upstream. So an example is given. Then formula for finding this upstream is u minus v. Suppose this upstream value is given, then we are able to find this u or v also by using this. So u is nothing but speed of stream, and v is nothing but the speed of, that is, boat. That is actually the upstream formula. Okay. The next, another one thing is there, v is speed of boat in where? That is speed of boat in still water. That is very important. Now one question will come, what is mean by still water? Still water means the water that is considered to be stationary. The water that is just to see here, what is the meaning of still water? The water which is considered as stationary. Okay, so that is actually still water that is in this particular circumstances, the still water nothing but the water is considered to be stationary, and the speed of water is actually that means 0. Okay, so you see here, that means definition of stream, or what is the meaning of stream, upstream, and the related formula is given here. So this is a formula to find the upstream. If you are know about this speed of boat and speed of stream, that means speed of boat in a still water. In still water, the speed of boat is known. Then what about the particular one in that stream? Okay, that is upstream. Upstream is equal to, that means speed of the boat in a stream. That is upstream is equal to u minus v. Speed of the stream, that is u, and speed of the boat in still water is a v. Next I move to the second one part, that is downstream. So here the formula everything given. So now I am going to move about this downstream. What is mean by downstream? So downstream is nothing but the boat which is move in the direction of in the direction of the stream. In the direction of stream. So the boat and stream are in the same direction. The boat and stream are in the same direction. So that is actually downstream. So here we see here water. Suppose this water or stream is in this right hand side and the boat is also in the same direction. Then this situation is termed as downstream. In this particular time, the formula is changed. Then in the case of downstream, the formula is U plus V, and the U V meaning is already explained, that is the speed of the stream and the speed of boat in a still water. Once again, what is the meaning of this still water? So this stream and downstream, upstream, even that one is given in terms of actually kilometer per hour unit. Kilometer per hour. If we need to change this kilometer per hour, it is possible by multiplying this word I already told 5 by 18. So we are able to change this kilometer per hour into the meter per second also. But generally it is treated as kilometer per hour. That is downstream. So now you know about the downstream and the corresponding formula, that is U plus V. Then the same way we are going to find the speed of boat. So these all about the stream, upstream and downstream. Now I move to the that is speed of boat in still water. We are going to find the same category. We are also going to find the speed of water. The speed of water in that particular one, that is speed of boat in still water. So previous question, in the case of both the upstream and downstream, we need to find the speed of the boat in a still water. So there, how to find the speed of boat in still water? Because this is a very important part in both the upstream and downstream, where U that is treated as that means boat in still water. How to find? Still water means already told, that is a meaning of water which is in a stationary position. If the water in a stationary position and the boat is in a moving condition, then how to find this speed of boat in this particular still water place? That is, speed of boat in still water is going to find out by using this formula, that is 1 by 2 into upstream plus downstream. If you know this upstream and downstream, then it is easy to find the value of speed of boat in still water. The speed of boat in a still water or stationary position water, that is 1 by 2 into upstream plus downstream. Already told what is meant by upstream and downstream. So this is a third formula. So already two formulas given. One is a formula to find out the upstream value. The second one is formula to find the downstream. Now it is a formula to find the speed of boat in a still water. Okay. Now the another one formula is also there in this particular section, that is average speed of boat. That is average speed of boat. That can be find out by using formula upstream speed into downstream speed divided by boat speed in a still water. That is upstream speed into downstream speed. Okay, that is divided by upstream speed into downstream, then divided by boat speed in a still water. This is a formula to find the average speed of boat. This is average speed of boat. Okay, this average speed of boat is going to be find out. If you know that that means upstream speed and downstream speed, then it is a method to find the average speed of boat by the way of knowing this speed upstream and downstream. If these two values are known, it is used to find the value of average speed. Then also the speed of man in a still water. These all the formula are related to this upstream and downstream. So already I told what is upstream, what is downstream, what is the meaning of stream, what is the still water. So this all the idea, this all the initial idea. If you know this idea, then we move further. Meaning of upstream, downstream, and the average speed. That means average speed of the boat in a still water. This all going to be find out related to the already explained term. That's all. Already I explained this upstream, downstream, boat speed in a still water, everything. So by using this all the factor, we are able to find the successive values going to discuss now. So the next one is we are able to find the speed of man. The speed of man. What is mean by speed of man? If any one person who are swimming in this particular still water or the stream, then is able to reach the other side. Then what about the speed of the person who initially swim on that particular stream? And what about the speed when he is reaching in the other side, and which place he may reach the other side? These all going to be discussed under this particular upstream and downstream. So that based on that, another formula is there, that is the speed of man in still water. That means speed of man in a still water or in still water. A still water meaning already explained. So speed of man in still water is equal to V into T1. That means that is equal to V into T1 plus that is T2. I will explain what is the meaning of T1 and T2. V into T1 plus T2 by T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1 that is also kilometer per hour. Then one question will come. What is the meaning of V? What is the meaning of T1? T2? So these all we must know about that. If you know this, you can able to find out. So the T1 is actually the boat travel at a that means the boat travel a distance downstream in T hours. That means the T1, that means T1 nothing but the time taken. How much time taken? That is a distance downstream in T hour. That means T1 is time in downstream distance. So a person who are making downstream distance, the corresponding time in downstream is T1. T2 is actually time in that is upstream distance. So what is the meaning of this? A person who are swimming against the stream, and that is actually distance covered by the person, the corresponding time in upstream. Similarly, the person who are that means the same direction along with the bow, that means stream. The same direction means upstream, opposite direction means downstream, the corresponding distance and the corresponding time, that is T1. T1 nothing but that is a distance downstream in T1 hour, and also T2 is that is that means return the same distance in upstream. That's a return same distance in. So see here, already told what is mean by downstream, what is mean by upstream. Downstream means the same direction. That means water flow and the man swimming direction also in same direction. That is downstream. How much distance he travel in that downstream, the same distance he may travel in the upstream. So what about the time taken in this particular distance and the corresponding time taken in the upstream distance? This is actually T1 is nothing but time taken by a person who are swimming in the downstream direction and the corresponding distance covered, T1. Then T2 is a time taken by the same person who are in the upstream direction and cover the same distance already covered by downstream. If we know these two and the value of V is nothing but speed of stream. V is speed of stream. If you know these all the factor, it is able to find the speed of man in still water. So this is another formula. Speed of man in still water is going to be find out by using this formula, V into T1 plus T2 divided by T2 minus T1. What is mean by V? V is nothing. In this particular question, V is nothing but speed of the stream. T1 is a downstream distance corresponding time. Suppose downstream he may travel 50 kilometer or 5 kilometer. So corresponding time is taken as T1. Then upstream the same distance. Once he cover 5 kilometer in the upstream, downstream, the same is going to be taken place in the upstream also, that is 5 kilometer. The time taken 5 kilometer distance coverage in that downstream is T1, and time taken to cover the 5 kilometer in upstream is taken as T2. If you know these two factor in addition of this speed of stream, it is easy to find the speed of man in still water. This is also in the upstream and downstream related question. Now the another one is actually we are also find the distance between 2 points. That means we'll explain this in detail. So these are the formula related to upstream and downstream, particularly in the average speed of boat, speed of man, everything is going to be find out by the same concept of this upstream and downstream, and also the speed of boat on a still water. And also the same procedure can be very useful to find the person who are that means swimming on that particular river. And also we are going to find the if another one value, that is if we know T is a time taken, that means T hour for boat to reach a point in a still water and come back to the same point, then the distance between 2 points can be calculated. Distance between, that means you see here, U is the speed of boat in still water. U is a speed of boat in still water. Okay, then if this is a consideration, if then V is a speed of stream speed of stream, then it is easy to find, that is the distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. What is mean by 2 points? That means if it take t hour for a boat to reach a point in still water and come back to the same point, then the distance between the 2 points can be calculated. That means you see here, the boat is actually started from here A and reaches some distance, and from this it's once again come back to the original distance. The distance between these 2 points, okay, if the time t hour for a boat to reach a point in a still water and come back to the same point, then distance between the 2 points. So a boat is actually started from this point and reaches here. Once again it back to the same state A. Then distance between this point and this point is going to be find out by using this formula, that is u squared minus v squared divided by 2u into t. Then what about u and what about v? That is explained, and t is also known. T is a time for a boat to reach a point in still water and come back to the same point. From this point to here and from here to here, this time is actually t. If you know this factor, 3 factor u, v, t, it is easy to find the distance between this initial position and final position when you after returning back to the same state. And this is also the another formula we can use to find the that means distance between the 2 points from starting from this initial position and reaches some distance and back to the same distance. What about the entire distance? That means going to be find out by using this formula. So these all the formula which is related to upstream and downstream. So if you know this concept very clearly, and almost if you know this formula in every time, if you know this formula in your fingertip, then it is easy to evaluate whatever the problems is related to this type or this concept. So otherwise, simply if you are remember or if you are memorizing this formula, then it's very difficult to answering the question, because the very important one is the conditions. Here the different condition I discussed. So if you don't know about this condition and simply remember some formula related to this one, means it's very, so whatever the concept or whatever the topic you are entering and go through the particular topic thoroughly and get the knowledge from this topic thoroughly and the related formula based on the concept. You can remember this formula, then it is easy to answer the question with less time period. So this is actually the crucial one for answering most questions in the NEET UG that mean course. Okay, so otherwise the time is going to be running out very fast if you are don't know about the concept and simply are using any one mug-up formula. So thoroughly study the concept and move forward and get more mark in that NEET. So I will explain the another one concept in the another video. So until then, thank you for watching this particular video. Okay. Okay, thank you.